Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. I purchased the Love Letter kit from Queen & Company when it was first released. By the time I received it, it was already sold out. Now I purchased it specifically for the little envelope. I thought it would be perfect for Happy Mail. I saw the kit has been restocked, so I thought I'd make a couple cards. I'm also using their Slimline die kit. This was also out of stock and has been restocked. So there's two different die sets for Slimline cards, and it includes a paper pad, and then it has all of those sketches on the back. For both of my cards, I will be using the Color Splash Basics paper pad. This is the one that's included in the Slimline die kit. And all of the dies I use in this video are by Queen & Company. They have the 2 Slimline foundation dies and also I think it's 10 other foundation die sets plus a holiday foundation die set. And coming soon, they have 3 more foundation sets coming out, and I'm so excited about those. Most of Queen & Company's dies have that faux stitch detail along the edge. I really like that. I am using ATG tape and liquid adhesive. Whenever there's that stitch detail along the edge, I find sometimes the edge will pull away. So adding a little bit of liquid adhesive just ensures that it's going to lay down flat. Put my card front onto a card base, and the Slimline card size I'm making is 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. I will be adding 3 of the little envelopes. I've already assembled 2 of them since they won't be shakers. The one in the center will be. I used the coordinating outline die to cut out this background piece. This is something you purchase separately. And then I attach the foam. Queen & Company's foam has adhesive on both sides. You just have to remove the paper backing. For the shaker toppings, I'm using one of Queen & Company's new Fancy Fusion mixes. This is the Love Letter. So they've already mixed up several different shaker toppings, so you don't have to do it yourself. Makes it super easy. Now I didn't get a lot of the pearlies in mine, so I did add a few more of the white pearlies. So once you have your shaker toppings in place, you can remove the other side of the paper backing, add your acetate, and then glue on the little die cut frame. I did put an acrylic block on top just to let that glue dry. It adds a little extra weight. So I'm going to arrange these on my card. I won't glue them down quite yet. And then for the sentiment, I've already stamped this out, sending a little love your way. Now I'll put liquid adhesive on the back of the other 2 envelopes, again holding it in place for just a moment with the acrylic block. So I'll just keep rotating that acrylic block to the next envelope. And I glued on a little heart. The heart is one of the dies that's included in the kit. And I used some red iridescent cardstock from Tonic Studios. So it has a really pretty sparkle. I decided to layer the sentiment on some more red cardstock for extra stability. I was going to glue it down directly on the card, changed my mind and decided I'll add some foam dimension on the back. So remove the release paper and adhere it underneath that middle envelope. Then to finish off the card, I'll use an assortment of Queen & Company bling. I have some of their red hearts, some red jelly gems, and teal petite posies. Now I've had this bling in my stash for a long time, so they may not sell any of these any longer. They're constantly changing their bling, but they do have a great variety. Now something I've mentioned recently in my videos, I tend to only use one color of bling, but for some reason on Queen & Company cards, I can mix and match the bling. I'm not sure why it makes a difference. So there is my first card. I love the colors and those envelopes are adorable. Now moving on to card number 2. Decided to switch up the colors, still using that same paper pad. So I have 3 different die cut pieces. Again, they have that stitch detail along the edge, so I will add some liquid adhesive. I'll layer this on some blue cardstock, put my card front onto a card base, and I did have to zoom out the camera just a little bit more to fit that long Slimline card on the screen. Otherwise, I would have it closer. So I'll add the other 2 pieces, And I decided not to layer all of the pieces with more cardstock. I think they have enough contrast separating each of them. So I'll add this long banner in the center. And it's so fun. If you use their foundation dies, it's super simple to assemble cards. Now for the image on this card, I'll be using the typewriter. I'll add it to a stitched oval die cut. Cut that out of some gray cardstock. Now the typewriter has several different pieces. For the body of the typewriter, I wanted a different color behind the main piece since it has all those little openings for the keys. So I cut a second piece, just trimmed off that top and then glued them together. I used the outline die to cut out this back piece, and this is where I'll attach the foam. So remove the backing on the foam, press it firmly in place. For shaker toppings, I'm using two different mixes. I have some of the blue diamonds and also some yellow pearlies. I removed the other side of the foam backing and then attached the acetate. Now I can start adding on all the little die cut pieces. I'll start with the frame. This would be for the paper on the typewriter. And then I'll add the main body of the typewriter, just using some liquid adhesive. Hold those in place for a little bit with my acrylic block. For the other two die cut pieces for the typewriter, I cut them out of some silver mirror cardstock, so it would look like metal. I'll attach this piece behind, so try to make sure to get it centered. So once that's in place, I can put liquid adhesive on the back and adhere the typewriter to the card. And I decided to put it at a slight angle. Now I'll add the final piece of the typewriter, put some more liquid adhesive on the back and adhere it in place. And there is a picture with the kit showing how to assemble each of the shaker pieces. Then using some more iridescent cardstock from Tonic Studio, I cut out a small heart. The little polka dot paper in the background has green, so I thought I'd tie in more of that green color by adding a heart to the typewriter. I've already stamped out the sentiment, used some Catherine Pooler ink. This is just a note to say, then I can add my note on the inside. Then to finish off the card, I have another assortment of Queen & Company bling. Some silver petite posies, some blue pearls, and the yellow spirals. So just sprinkling them around the card. With the Slimline card, there's a lot more white space if you're not adding more images. So there is my finished card. This typewriter is so fun. Queen & Company's shaker kits are so easy to use. If you've never tried one, I highly recommend them. I will have links provided in the description box if you are interested in any of the products I showed in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.